Moo.
Hello, what is up? Yogurt, thank you for the quack, the moo, and the honk. That's a whole house. You also just reminded me that I need to reply to your message. I did see it, but I've had a pretty busy week, so I forgot to reply. I don't believe I know much about emotes in alert messages, unfortunately. I did write a small passing thing to pass cheer emotes in bit messages, but that was a while ago. I don't even know if that endpoint is still. I guess it is still on my website somewhere. But yeah, I don't believe the alert boxes, at least in Stream Elements. I don't know about Streamlabs. Provide the messages. Although I could have sworn, actually, the alert box in Stream Elements does have a variable for past messages, but not something I've played around with. I'm afraid. I guess I gotta do it the old way. Yeah, that tends to be the case. Unfortunately, not too much changes with those. Like, if something is done a particular way on Stream Elements, it'll probably stay that way for a while, or Streamlabs, or whatever. Anyway, Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Matt, by the way, what is up? Thank you for stopping in. Hello. And Foregathers, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. How are you both doing? I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me see. Hello, wait. No. Adobe. Bob, what is up? Hello. Oh. Okay. Let's see if that works. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh, it does work. Oh, it doesn't work. I'm not on the right scene, by the way, so you can't see anything yet. Adobe is being really annoying right now. It's okay. I don't have a proper setup for this yet. So this is kind of to be expected. I'm probably gonna... it's not gonna work. I'm probably gonna just turn it off later. See. Want to enable this source. Hello, testing. What? Still working? Kind of. I don't know how stable this is going to be. Oh, there we go. Oh no. What happened to my eyes? Okay, so this is a puppet that Griffinmore made for me a while ago, but I haven't gotten around to using it much. I've used it on like a few streams in the past. Also, I've kind of broke now because my camera is like... I'm using Droidcam for my camera, but I don't have like a proper stand for it. I'm probably going to be getting a proper camera in like soon, but for now I'm just using my phone and I don't have anywhere to mount it, so it's kind of just at the base of my monitor, like propped up against the stand, and so it's at a really weird angle where it's kind of like looking up at my face, and the tracking is having a really hard time with that. Okay, might be okay now. When I duck down to drink tea, it's probably going to break again, so I might just disable it later if it keeps glitching out, but yeah. So this is a puppet that Griffinmore, who makes puppets like this, he very kindly made this for me a while ago, and because I was streaming with my laptop, I didn't really have the CPU power to run Character Animator and NDI and all the other stuff that I need to use it. So, but I can run it now, so I thought I'd bring it back and see how it goes. If I move too far... Okay, I've broken again. That's okay. This is a test stream. It also does this really horrible thing where it like thinks my nose, my nostrils, and my mouth is a face, which is awful and really weird looking because it's like looking up at my face. This is using Adobe Character Animator. So basically what happened was I made some of you may know this, I made a C# app called Triggly, and it's basically a way for character animators, or as they're called now, VTubers. They were called character animators before the VTubers thing happened. I think most of them have accepted that they're VTubers now, but it's okay. And it basically allows you to connect your Twitch chat to your puppet, so you can like have chat, do stuff to your puppet, and I needed a test puppet to like do stuff with, and Griff made this for me, which was super cool of him. Not bad, thanks. Been working today, so quite tired. Ooh, it's a pretty hot day to be working as well. Hopefully you get some rest soon. I get to enjoy the weather. Pretty good. I don't know why my eyes are super shifty. I think it's because I'm wearing glasses right now, and I don't know if it can track my eyes properly. And also the whole thing of where it's looking up at my face, it probably can't find my pupils. So when I actually get a proper cam, and it's like mounted properly on the monitor, we should be okay. I don't know. We'll see, because I don't know. We'll probably do a mix of both. I've been planning to actually get a proper camera for stream for a while. I've just not had the opportunity yet. And GX Barto, thank you for the quack. What's up? And the honk. Okay, I broke again. It should fix itself if I just keep talking, because then it'll pick up on my mouth movements. There you go. We'll just leave it and we'll see what happens. What are we doing today? I don't really know. I haven't done a coding stream in a while, and I felt like I wanted to. Probably not going to be work related, because I'm kind of doing some other stuff at the moment. I think we'll just do some random React stuff, because that is always fun. The cactus emo, I forgot that was still a thing. I don't have the sweat line things on this puppet, so no one can make fun of me for the sweat lines looking like cactus. I'm glad that the mouth keeps moving even if the rest of the puppet breaks. At least it doesn't just become a static thing. It's also because I keep looking to my right to check Actor Animator on the other monitor, and I don't think it can deal with my face like swiveling 90 degrees. It's not even 90 degrees. It's like 45-degree turning. It just can't track that. It's probably also to do with the angle. I don't know. Let's see. Why don't I just oh yeah, so there were two kind of things that I wanted to look at today, or just that I had in mind in general, which was one, coming up with a new chat box, although I kind of like the one that we have at the moment, so I'm probably not going to replace it, but I want to try and make something new, like with different animations, because I think that might be fun. And also, I haven't made a chat box in React before. We've made one in just vanilla HTML CSS. That was the original one. The current one is in Vue, but we are kind of doing more React stuff now, so I think it might be a good time to make a React one, or just to come up with an experimental one and see what kind of random stuff we can do to it. And the other thing was, what was the other thing? Something else. Oh, using P2 to make a chat game. Something else I want to do, if it's possible. Maybe we'll start with that first and see how far we get. Let me see. I need to move this other way. Would it be to do with it being a 2D character? How do you mean? Oh, because my face is like 3D and that is 2D. Oh, the turning. Oh, I don't know, because Character Animator can track faces turning. Like when it gets a good lock on the face, it should be able to keep it when I like move my face left and right, or turn my face left and right. So I think it's more to do with the angle that the camera is at, because it's kind of looking up at my face and it can't like, my face is more squashed than if it was sort of at eye level. That makes sense. It might also be to do with my glasses throwing off the tracking when I go into a profile, like when I side of my face. Maybe it can't pick up on my left eye. Might also be it. Ooh, just jump back. It's super cool though. Like I can, oh no. This worked better on my laptop when I did the laptop stream, because my laptop obviously had the camera in at eye level, so it worked okay for that. When I get a better camera, I think this will be fine. Using my phone isn't kind of just an experimental idea. Let me just get this initialized and we can play with that a bit more. npm minute. Actually, let's not do that. npx, sorry, create React app template textbooks. Okay, let's see. I also have Kazla's puppet on here. I don't think can I add that? If I can. Hey, oh god. His neck. What happened to his neck? So this is a different streamer called Kazla. You might have seen me use some of his emotes. And he is a dog, as you can probably tell. I don't know if that's easy to tell from that. This is his old, I think, version 7 puppet. I don't know what version he's on now. He streams every once in a while. He's kind of taking a break. But he sent me this puppet so I could test out some of Triggly's functionality on his thing. So if I do like, I don't know if this will work. Let me see. Oh, there you go. So that's numpad 9 to do a drink. Oh god, it's like glitching out because I think it's trying to track to my face as well. There's a face palm. His face is kind of being a really weird note now. But yeah, those are some of the triggers basically that are mapped on the keyboard, and then Triggly can... Oh, this broke. Can activate those. Stretchy boy, dude. Oh god. Oh, there you go. It's kind of... You can see my face move, kind of. Oh, I see. Multiple puppets can't be active at a time, or can they? Oh no, they can't. Okay, that's why. I'm like super scuffed right now. I kind of like the fact that my voice, I don't know what the delay is between my mouth moving and my voice coming through on stream is. I think it probably only cut pretty short delay. But it's nice that I have something that correlates my voice to something happening on screen. It's a good compromise. Yeah. I tried reducing my eyebrow or eyelid strength. I don't know if that warped it, because otherwise if I set it to what it was originally, my eyes will pretty much remain closed the whole time. So this is like the best thing you can get it. Character looks like it's judging the chat. I had the monitor on the other side. I think it would be looking at the chat. I look really freaked out right now. It's less than a second. Okay, that's good. Because I'm using JoyCam on Wi-Fi, so it's going to be a bit of a delay. I'm scared to move that too much. I don't know why the tracking is just not functional. Let me try turning it off and back on again. That usually helps. Kind of freaking out. And now I'm looking at the chat. I should just keep it like that. I should just do what Scribbly does. Scribbly moved away from who's Scribs now. He's moved away from character animator and made his own puppet in just regular HTML. Oh god. And wait, I'm already here, aren't I? Yes. Let's see. Okay, we have our thingy-majig running. This is good. Let me look up not P2. What is that? Horror thriller? That is also not what we want. Oh, I forgot P2 is a physics like thing for A levels, I think. Or is it GCSE? I don't know. I want P2JS. Here we go. It is. It is. Now I remember. I took triple science back in the day. I was such a nerd. I didn't really even... Well, I did follow through on the sciences, that's a lie. Because my school didn't really do too much. Like, it was more of a humanities school, actually. Like, they didn't do too much STEM, which was really sad because STEM is super cool. They did have a pretty good science department, but not really a good computer science place. It's kind of why I didn't go into computer science until much later. Yeah, remember physics. I didn't take physics for A-level, that's for sure. Nor maths, because that was I remember some friends coming out of the first maths A-level exam, and some of them were crying. Now that told me all I needed to know. Here we go. We need body. Okay. So the idea that I have for this chat game, I don't know if I'm still moving. Oh, I am. That's good. I should just not look at the other monitor because it's gonna break my face. The idea that I have for the chat game is I'm gonna make... We'll see if we can make a super simple Plinko game. So one of those, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, these things. So I was kind of thinking that, I mean, these things exist as hype cups already. I was thinking we could make a chat version of it where chat can control dropping, I don't know, an emote or something, and you can move the like where you start it left and right. So maybe it starts in the middle and you go left 10, and so you can line it up where you want to drop it, and then you drop it, and then you see if you get any points from it. And yeah, we'll see if I mean, this is a pretty simple physics like construct. It's just a lot of circles surrounded by 3 walls, so we could probably get pretty advanced with it if we wanted to. Our school was pretty bad all round. I had to give A level. That was a mistake. Yeah, I was doing pretty. I did well in maths for GCSE. And my maths teacher was super confused why I didn't want to take it at A level, but I just didn't want to. I knew that the step up from GCSE to A level was going to be pretty difficult. So, and it wasn't something I needed to take. I was just like, I'm just not going to take it. Yes, like left 10, or maybe right 10, or I don't know, we'll figure it out. Maybe it could just be a number between 0 and 100, and you could just, it starts on left and right. Something like that. Does this exist as an NPM module? I wonder. It does. Okay, that's good. Only 342 weekly downloads. When was that last updated? 6 years ago. Okay, that's kind of monkers. But I'm sure it's okay. I think it's still pretty widely used. It's been updated since then. It just hasn't, nothing's been released. I wonder why that is. It was updated in 2018, but an actual version wasn't released for 3 years. That's odd. Anyway, how do you download this again? NPMI P2. We're gonna set up I guess we don't really need to make components. I guess we can. Also, I'm gonna make the font size a bit bigger because I think someone complained in a previous YouTube video that it was unreadable when I exported it to YouTube, which I can fully understand. Because the YouTube compression is pretty yikes. I don't know if I can make this well, I can't make the console size a separate size to the text. Maybe Matter.js? Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty cool looking. Latest build. Pretty recently. I wonder if they actually just have I guess maybe they don't. Sure, why not go for this? I've already done stuff with P2 before, so learning a different library could be cool. P2 is actually what is used for the hype cup in Streamlabs and in Stream Elements. I think learning a different one could be fun as well. Let's get rid of P2. And try Matter.js. That is how you that right. There's yes. Guess we don't really need to see this. I'm gonna get rid of. Oh, I'm going to do node class. I'm gonna get rid of this bit here. And also just move this in with this. Rid of these, I think, and this. And this and this. Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of the test. We're okay. We're okay. And also this. Actually, we'll put the styles in here, and then we don't need to reference them in the individual components. That makes sense. Cool. We have a blank React app now. I'm actually going to move that into there. Let's see. It looks pretty performant. It's pretty good. I think P2 gets pretty laggy sometimes. Okay. Let's see how we initialize this. Getting started. Install. Usage. Oh. You need to initialize all of this stuff. This is where we make the objects. Okay, that makes sense. Bodies. Rectangle. Composite. Add everything to the world. Run the renderer. Grid runner. Run the engine. Okay, let's make a super basic. We'll just do an app actually, because this is like our main entry point. I don't know if I should make this bigger. I think this is probably readable. Okay. So we want to initialize our stuff. Let's do that. Const engine. Oh, wait. We need to import matter. So we'll do import matter. Wait, I wonder if the aliases just exist already. Let's check. Engine? Oh, hang on. I need to. Does this have does this have types? I need to check. Just. I think it might. Looks like it. There we go. It worked. Let's see if it exports. Oh, it does. Okay, we don't need to declare all those other variables separately then, in that case. Okay, so we've imported each of those like it wanted us to, and then we create the engine. Const engine equals engine create. Then wants us to create a renderer where the element is our container. So let's do const render equals render create. Then you want an element. I'm just going to say null for now. And then you want the engine, which is the engine that we just created. So let's actually put that inside the component. And what we'll do is we'll make a, actually we could just use the component itself. Yeah, I like that idea. So this component will be our element, the body. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a reference. So we'll use ref from React. This basically gives us a way to hook into what do you call it? Elements on the DOM. So we'll call that element. Use ref, and then we will say as the default will be null, but the actual element is going to be an HTML div element, and then this will be the element that we want. And then element will be what we pass in. Now this is giving us an error. Oh, is this just an HTML element then? Oh, hang on. You want... Oh, it's because the actual element exists in element.current. So I need... This needs to be element.current. And then it's going to give me a null error. Yes, because this actually starts out as null. So these need to be initialized within a used effect when element doesn't exist. Because when the page loads, the actual element might not exist yet. So if this doesn't exist, and don't do anything yet, but when element does exist, then we know that we can create the renderer. Oh, actually, I wonder if we can do this without use effects. Let me see. Element dot return null. Otherwise, I mean, that seems to work. Yes. Totes, what is up? VTuber Fire. Yes. Kind of. I'm kind of broken right now. I'm kind of just testing out.
Move.
I don't know how long I've been broken. Probably a while. Can I get it to reset? I don't know. I'm moving myself left and right. Let me try turning off this. Maybe I should just do this. I won't move, but at least I kind of look like normal. Oh, I like when I move though. I don't know. The camera angle that I have my phone at right now is... Oh god, what happened there? It's pretty low down, so it can't track my face properly, which is okay because I'll probably be getting a proper camera at some point. Keep it is kind of funny. Okay, if I don't look too much to the side, I'm okay. As long as it can keep my face in view. Anyway, Toads, what are you doing? I don't know why I keep looking to the side. It's kind of odd. Let me expand this up a bit as well. So we have our module aliases up here. I'm not going to use effect. I think we can do without. We created the engine here. We have our renderer here. Now we get to create our... So we're just gonna... I'm just gonna follow this tutorial and we'll see what happens. Bodies, rectangle. The X is the X. 400, 200. Then the width and the height. Okay. So this is a box, 80 by 80. We have another rectangle, which is B, and then we have the ground, which is... Oh, the ground is like super wide, so that makes sense. And then it also says, is static is true, so I guess this prevents it from moving. Is sensor, a flag that indicates whether the body is a sensor. Sensors triggers collision events but don't react. Body is considered sleeping, adds like a static body, but it's only temporary. Okay, that makes sense. So it's like if you had a physics object and you wanted to start as it like it was static until it gets hit by something. You could make some really cool stuff with that. You could make like an Angry Birds type thing if you wanted to make like a house and then throw something at it to make it break. I think that could also be kind of fun to do. A flag that indicates whether a body is considered static. A static body never changes position or angle, it's completely fixed. If you need to set a body as static after its creation, you should use body set static. Okay. We just want this to be static. I kind of like the shifty eyes. It looks really weird when my eyes get super small like that. I'm not sure what's up with that. It makes me look a bit like a drug addict. Or like that one meme of the kid with the really small eyes. Add all the bodies to the world. Okay. So this is where we bring in composite, add engine worlds. Adds one or many bodies, constraints, or composites to a given composite. Okay, and then we have an element, an array, sorry, box A, box B, and ground. Sam, what is up? Hello, Sam. Look, I'm shaking. Oh no, I broke. I don't think... Okay, I shouldn't move my head around so much. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good weekend. Oh god. I'm stuck. The top of my head has been cut off. I need to reset. How do I reset? I don't know. I'm just gonna reset the camera. There we go. Hopefully it'll... Oh. Pick up. I don't know. I'm going all over the place. This is okay. We're okay. Render, run, render. Continually updates the render canvas. Okay. Oh, I see. So the element that we selected gets turned into a canvas. That makes sense. And then we create a runner. What is that? Const runner equals runner creates a new runner. Okay, we'll just do it, I guess. Runner.run runner engine continuously ticks a matter engine by calling runner tick on the request animation frame. Let's see if that did anything. No errors. It's weekend. I'm doing okay. I'm bored, so I keep eating. Maybe stop, but also these chips. I'm not gonna tell anyone to stop eating chips. First of all, chips are amazing. You eat those chips. Eat those chips. What? Hold on. Maybe this isn't running because element doesn't exist, but then I'll get an error, won't I? Oh, okay. I think this needs to be in a giant use effect. I don't think this actual app is. I don't think this is rendering. Let's move all of this to this, and then we'll say element. And this can actually go here. Hey, it worked. We have our canvas. Let's put the canvas inside app. That makes sense. Where does this style come from, though? Does the canvas just by default have that? Oh, we can probably change that. I wonder if it's the same. It has to be the same every time, right? Because it's like ideal conditions. Yeah. What is this? Oh, I'll return now. Return. Ooh, what we wanted. Let me check. That's gotta be. How do you change the style? Style. No. It's what? Right. Rendering, plugins, tutorials, it's got to be something in the render, I think. The render. Oh, here we go. Context, fill style, canvas. Oh, hang on. Oh, here we go. Yes, it's inside the renderer. So you pass in an options array, and that gives you the ability to set the background and a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. Make the background red. Maybe take a... No? Matter, render, create, options, background. You're not? We can create the canvas ourselves. Is it good? It includes a debug renderer called matter.render. This module is an optional canvas-based renderer for visualizing instances of Matter Engine. It is mostly intended for development and debugging purposes. Oh, so you don't actually use... Wait, but we are using that. We have the engine here. We do... Engine, run, engine. Wait, where are we doing engine, run, engine? We do render, run, render. Let me see. I think something is... Wait, let's try engine run. Deprecated alias for runner.run. Use runner.run engine instead. Oh, the documentation is just slightly out of date. It wants runner.run is engine.run. Okay. Abdallah, thank you for the quack. And I think I saw you follow offline the other day, so thank you for the follow the other day. I appreciate it. I wonder if we can... Oh, we can obviously change the thing here. The actual blocks, bodies. I wonder how you change the color of those. Oh, there's an options parameter on the end here. That's interesting. What do you take? Options. Chamferable body definition. I don't know what it means. Chamfer. Radius, quality, quality max, quality min. Those not very useful. How's it going? Hope you're having a lovely weekend. I hope it's nice and calm. Nothing got too crazy. Weekends should be relaxing. Matter.body module for the detailed options on what you can pass the game. Just to look at that. Let's go back. I guess we should read the documentation because that's what you should do. Body. Body.create. It says options, but then it doesn't tell us what the options can be. That's kind of annoying. What with that? Scale, set, center, set, density, mass, set parts, set position, set velocity. Oh, here we go. Body.angle. Body.density. There's nothing here about... Oh, here we go. Render. Okay. Just do control space to see what it suggests. Yeah, that's the cool thing about TypeScript, is that you have all these types so you can follow them through, but I couldn't really find anything useful there. This goes body definition. I think there's some other stuff that maybe just doesn't exist yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm even looking at the place. Oh, here we go. This was the... It was extending this. I just didn't click on the right thing. Nice chat animations, thank you. Done in Anime.js. Not these ones. No, it's just regular. No, actually, it's not. It's just Animate CSS. I was gonna say it's regular regular CSS animations, but no, I'm using Animate CSS for those. I think it's just the offset, like there's a slight delay between some of the little parts, so it's it looks a bit more fluid that way. I think we found it though. Render. Here we go. Render. Fill style. Let's say red. Yes. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Didn't do anything. That's sad. Why? What's up with that? That's weird. I don't know. Kind of weird, isn't it? I'm literally saying render fill style. It's like not doing it. Let's check an example, maybe. Maybe this example. What was these are all using the maybe car? I kind of just wanted to see an example of where you can set. Oh, here we go. That's what we're doing. Render, fill style. They look really great. I thought it was Anime.js because of the bounce. Ah, gotcha. Oh, I think the bounce is the bounce in is an animation, so that's probably might be it. I do like Anime.js though. It is a very versatile library. By typing the color. Oh, you're right. It's probably the wireframes. I think typing the color would work as well. But the hex colors should definitely work. It's I think it is probably the wireframes. Probably on this. No. Wireframes false. There you go. The wireframes was just the debugging. It's kind of odd that it's on by default. You gotta admit. But I can see from a quick start point of view that probably helpful. Probably. This is pretty much exactly all we need. I'm kind of curious though, so hang on. If I make this true, and then let me see. I shouldn't really even be doing this in React. It doesn't really make sense to. But I was gonna just use this as the same project for the chat box, so it was easier that way. Because it's adding every time I save and refresh. Oh, this is, well, maybe I should just not use the hot reload. I don't know if you can probably disable it. Depending the elements, I don't know. Let me think. I think actually I know. I need an unmount function. So when I save an unmount, let me do element dot remove. Element dot current dot remove. I think this should solve the. Doesn't. Does it? Now it's just removing all of them. So the return function of useEffect is what is used as the cleanup function. I wonder if I should do mounted. Huh. I'm gonna go eat some fish and chips. Ooh, that sounds really good right now. Hope you enjoy, Bob. I would say save some for me, but that would be unfair. So enjoy your fish and chips, and I'll catch you later. Take care. Enjoy. Let's see. I could just live with it. I think I'll just live with it. Wait, what if I make this false? Maybe. Oh, I've got an idea actually. I think I can omit the useEffect and the reference, and just do a good old fashioned document query selector app. Oh, this also returns null, doesn't it? Damn it. What if I just say that it's never going to be not? That's a bad thing to do. Shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna, hang on, let me see. If no. Email on. Okay, so basically it's saying if I do this. Oh, what I wanted. Okay, yeah, it's saying test because when the component first renders, the element doesn't exist, so it's returning null. So that's actually not what I want though. Doesn't it re-render when this comes back? That's what I was thinking. Doesn't that make sense? Let me try to use callback. I wonder if this will work. Actually, that's. Oh, actually. could you use memo maybe? What's element? I mean, this previously worked. I kind of want to stick with it, but I wonder if there's a way to make it so that it doesn't re-render. No, it's not coming back. Oh, I didn't add the reference back. Let me Google it. Oh, you know what? I think the element does exist, so I shouldn't unmount it, but I should, when this unmounts, I should destroy the previous renderer. Is there a way to destroy? Destroy. Disable. That's what I'm missing, I think. Because the element is always going to exist, but it's the engine that's, every time I save and it reloads the webpack, it's bringing back the, it's initializing another engine. So actually what I need to do is destroy. Is there a destroy though? Question. Tutorials. I want engine. Wait, no. Runner? Run, start, stop. Engine. I feel like it would be under engine, wouldn't it? Clear? Clears the engine. Merge, run, update. Merge, create. Matter.js destroy. Render canvas remove. Ooh, okay, there we go. I think this is what we want. We did create render, so what I need to do would be render canvas remove. Render canvas, what was it? Null context, null textures. Oh, with my mouse, my keyboard, sorry. It's weird. What's this now? Null is not assignable to type HTML canvas element. Oh, it can only be an HTML canvas element. I can't. It should be able to make it null. Oh, this is TypeScript. Can I just make a new HTML canvas element that's null? I guess not. Can I just make it undefined? It really wants HTML canvas off, but by default it can be null. That makes sense. This should really be like this. but I can't change the library. I'll just leave it. I think removing it should be okay. Okay, if we restart this, do false. There we go. It removes the previous one and it refreshes now. Okay. Refreshes properly. That's what we want. Yes, I'll just remove those. Let's see. Remove use memo. We didn't need that one after all. I'm now curious if we make this true and then we go back to our index styles. Actually remove a lot of this. I'm going to go back to app. I'm going to make this lowercase. I'm going to make this height 500 pixels. And I'm going to go back and make this lowercase app. I wonder if that took app 500 pixels. It did. But did it make a difference? What if I make this 100 vertical height units? This is still 800 by 600, so I think this height is actually being set here. If I make this 100%, wait, 100%. Not assignable to type number or okay. This actually needs to be set height and width. If I make these both 100, it should just be 100. Also, well, we want something that's tall. I'm just gonna make this 720 and 80. So that's kind of like, yeah, you can imagine this kind of being the board. I'm gonna say display grid place item center. Here we go. I think for the purposes of this, I think this will be fine. Be real. And for the background, let's just make it like a really light that's not white. E. Could also just make it a window in a width. Oh, that's a good idea. Like, make it just adapt to the size of the window. I wonder if this would be a cool thing to make. Like, have this be a thing for people to use. Would be interesting. I think this needs padding 0. Where is that coming from? I don't know. We'll just get rid of it. The resize idea is interesting. I'm not sure if it would work. Would that work? Or because it's a canvas. I guess it would resize the canvas, but I don't know if it would affect how the objects inside thing would deal with that. If this was going to be a browser source, I think refreshing it. Well, I guess it could refresh. It could refresh when you resize instead. Could also work. But actually, then again, browser sources and OBS automatically refresh when you resize. That would be fine, actually. It would be interesting if you did resize it, if the physics objects would react to that. That could also be something cool to test. What's going to be interesting about a responsive and a responsive Matter.js though is getting the bodies to line up. I wonder if we could add what is vector? SVG. Contains methods for converting SVG images into an array of vector points. Oh, I wonder if we could just make an SVG of the Plinko board and then convert it into the thing. Then we don't have to create the bodies by hand. That could be interesting. Bodies from vertices. To use this module, you need the SVG path seg polyfill. Okay, I think that's something to keep an eye on, but I want to see if we can create by hand first. We have bodies. We have a different bunch of bodies that we can create. Wait, can we not create? Oh, you can create circles. Okay, I'm gonna say circle, polygon from vertices, trapezoid. Let's create circle. We have the X, the Y, the radius. So let's do 0, 0, 50. Or yeah, let's do 50. Or we'll do 70. I just want to see what that will do. Oh, we need to actually add it. Call it circle A. Hey, there's our circle. Oh no, it fell off. World. Okay, so if we wanted the rectangle to be the size of the thing, we would want the width to be window dot inner width. I'm actually gonna just make that a variable because I'm gonna say make world width a thing. World width. Nope. And then we also need to set the Y, I think, to be the center, right? Or the X, sorry, to be the center. And then the Y should be the height minus 60. Wait, what's this extra padding? Oh, because it would be the middle of the height, so it actually need to be 60. It would need to be half of 60. Okay, that all looks okay so far. So if we wanted something by default to land in the center, that would need to be x divided by 2, which is this. Ready? Let's just make that world center. Center X. Inner width by 2. And then height. So if we wanted these to be the center, if we just make that world center X. I mean the center. Neat. Oh, it's like shaking. Not very stable. Let me get rid of the... See that up close. That's pretty neat. I wonder how intense this could get. This is a pretty neat library so far. I'm liking it. Oh, I think it found equilibrium. Not shaking anymore. Completely still. Just finding equilibrium. Okay. Let's go with magic. Hey, it's magic. It's a good song. Recommend. Just have it on the side like that. There we go. A little iPhone game. What if... I'm actually kind of curious. What if we just make a whole bunch of circles? Circles. Array. Oh, how many should we do? 50? Map. Circle. Circles. Oh, whoa. Wait, did I get rid of the ground? Why did the ground? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I got rid of the ground. Why did I do that? Let's put the ground first. They're all spawning in the same place. That's probably a bad idea. Make them smaller as well. That's pretty neat. You know what would be a cool chat box to make? If you had a chat box and it converted all of the letters into physics objects, and then you could like fill up a cup with the messages. I think that would be cool. You could either convert the letters into blocks, or then I think it would be cooler to turn the letters into like shape objects. Because then you'd get all the interactions, but that could become pretty intense. On the CPU. And those browser sources can get pretty monka-ass depending on what you have running in your OBS already. Pipe Cup's already pretty intensive. But then again, those are using P2. Math.js could be more performant. Who knows? I want to see what this looks like. Actually, I want to let's create the actual body. I think it's, do that. Yes. We need to create a bunch of circles at different levels of the height. We need to split the height up into regions, and then we need to scatter them at sort of using a brick pattern distribution. How many rows should there be? Not sure yet. Let's see. Oh, what I wanted. I'm gonna put the ground first because the ground is pretty important. And then I'm going to get rid of these and then I'm going to just say whatever like objects we need, we will just put here. So for this, what should we call it? What are they actually called? Colliders, that's a good word. Colliders. So colliders will be our circle stuff. Assuming we do, I guess we could do all of the colliders. Yeah, let's just do them all in one go. Let's just start off with 3 colliders. For each collider, okay, so we know, I think basing it around a center Y is probably a good idea, right? So, height 2. So you want the X, so if we do 3, we could do it based around the center. So we have an index, and then depending on the index, and the number. So for example, if we had 5, then 0 would become -2. 1 would be -1. 3 would be 0. So I'd need to -3, I think. I don't know. Let's just test it. So if I actually say const num colliders equals, say we want 3 colliders for now. This would be num colliders And I actually want this to be A for array. And then X would be center Y or center X minus A dot length, which would be 3, equal to num colliders, times 20. No, A dot length minus, so it would be 3 minus 1. Let's just see for now. And this would actually need to be plus, because this would end up being minus. And then the Y, I'm just going to set center Y. And then the width, let's just make 30. Oh, and these need to be static. Still spawning in the same. Oh, because I'm not using I. Duh. So it'd actually be, yes, I minus I dot length. No, would it be I is what changes. Minus 3. Let's try that. Okay, that's kind of what we were going for. We could spread them out by changing the amount that they're moving by. Now it's drifting to the side, which is one. I guess I can offset it all. But actually, I wonder if I keep this doubled, if that would always keep that in the center, because that looks kind of centered. Distance equals 200. I'll just call it dist. Dist times 2. If I make that 0, it looks like it's in the center. Let me actually remove this and just make it center X. Okay, yeah, that is the same place. So that actually works. So if I make this distance 300, spreads them out 300. I go size equals, and I make this size. I make this 50, or make this 100. And then I do the other circles that we had. Wait. 50? Was that 50? No. 500. Oh god, this is big. 100. There we go. And then I have these circles again. Notice it like that, but that's okay. That was pretty intense, not gonna lie. Interesting. Very interesting. That is what we want. Those are obviously way too big, so I'm gonna make that smaller. But that's kind of the gist of what we're thinking, so that's good. There'll obviously need to be a balance between the colliders and the thingy-mabobs. That is the right word. Am I still moving? No, my eyes are closed now. Oh my god. Do you know why? My phone gone to sleep. How odd. Wait. I don't know why I went to sleep. Weird. Go back. Let me see. Okay. He's just gonna make this repeat vertically, yes. We're already doing it based around the Y, which I think is a good idea, because then if you compress it like this, then it will just be like, this will be the baseline, and then this will be the... We'll basically just do the same thing as we did on the X, but on the Y. I think that would be a good idea, because then you could make it as small as you wanted, and it would still be a decent size, I think. I'm surprised that this worked. I'm not sure why. I guess it... Oh, yeah, I guess the math checks out. The math checks out. Okay, so we have the center Y. I wonder if we could just do this again. This... Oh, this should stagger it, right? So it should go, like, horizontally. Yeah, neat. Okay, so all we need to do is just repeat that, for, sections. So if we did, we use the modulo of I, we could separate that out. We could make a function. I think we should make a function. Let's say, where should we do this? We do this down here. Create colliders. And this would be, okay, so the first parameter would be, oh no, because you might have a different number of because obviously if we want to do the if we want to do like a brick formation, it would have to be alternating every other row. It would be 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. I guess that could be a parameter you could set. We could make it an array, actually. So if we go you should probably do columns and rows. Yeah. I think I like the fact that we can keep it as rows. Columns would also make sense. But I think rows makes more sense to me. Like, it's easier to see that this is a row rather than a column. At least the rows stick out more to me than the columns do. But yeah, I get your point. I think I like the idea that we can make a function that lets you set the alternating things if we do it as an array. So it could be row 1 and row 2. So row 1 could be 4, row 2 is 3, and then alternating could be alternating values. And then we would have columns. Or we have, no. Yeah, we would have number of rows. And then that would be the actual number of rows that you have. I like that idea, I think. Let's see if it will, we can make. So ideally what we end up with is create colliders 4, 3, and then let's just do 1 for now. So 1 row, and then if there's only 1 row, we would just have 4. So actually, let's make that 3, and we should just get the same output. That makes sense. So if this was 2, then we would end up with... Oh, but if there was 2, then it would need to be based around the center. That could also be interesting. I don't think that's big of a deal. Oh no, I need a reference to world. We can just make it a function inside here then. Fine. Actually, let's put that under worlds. Okay, so we have number of colliders. So in our first one, that was just the number of colliders we had on a 1 row. But now I need to alternate between number of rows. So I think we should do it for each row. And for each row, I don't need those. Let me think. We would actually want to do the same thing again. Except, depending on the value of I, which is the actual number. Yeah, makes sense. Makes J. This would need to be I modulo 2 equals 0. Either means we use R1 or we use R2. What does this actually return? Oh, this needs to all be flattened and upwards. Think. Yeah. I don't think this needs to be flattened. That's already an array. Okay, we do still have the same thing as our original one. If we make this 3, oh, it's still in the same one. Oh yeah, because we're not changing Y yet. Okay. So Y we can now access I from the row. So we could just do this again. but we make this I instead. Think. See what that gives us. Okay, we did get separate rows. I think dist x and dist y needs to be separate things. Dist y, separate verticality, and dist x should be the x. I made this rows 3 though. Where's the third row? That's weird. Ooh, 1. Oh, 2 is on the same one. Why is that? Oh, because I'm using A length. This needs to actually be. I made this A. I made this B. This B, B, and this be A. There we go. So actually, if I make dist Y 200. Oh, but now R1 and R2 isn't being respected. Oh, because maybe this is I? Maybe this needs to be... No, this doesn't need to be J. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Why is it not using our 4? Bob, welcome back. How was your fish and chips? I bet it was amazing. I really want to get fish and chips now. We're making progress. We are making progress. Oh. Oh, I think it is using 4. We just can't see it. Hey, there you go. It was going off screen. Okay, that actually makes sense. I need to offset the thing to be on this along the center then. Oh, good. Good to hear. Got some fresh bread to have fish and chip buddies too. Oh, that sounds so good. Do want. Definitely do want. Sounds so good. I think I should definitely... I'm definitely going to end our time so I can go get food. We're okay though. I've got about 40 minutes left. That's fine. And it's only Saturday. Yeah, so we've lined everything up, which is actually okay, but this actually needs to be offset because I think I also made the size probably a bit too big. Let's make it smaller. I think that'll be fine. And I can bring them in closer as well for the squashed view. That's fine. Actually, let's separate them a bit. There we go. And that's easier to debug that way. I need to move the forwards over by half of the... So we should make this a value. We should say if this is an odd or even row. I don't know what a good... let's call it mod row. That's probably not a good variable name because it ends up being R1 or R2, but that is dependent on the modulo of the row, so that's fine. Um, Actually, is that a good? No, it's probably not because I need to know if this should be. Oh, my head! Why am I doing this to myself? I just know that the Y needs to be. Oh, actually, I have an idea. What if I just take this? Let me just put that back the way it was, because that's fine. If I do this, and then I say distance minus times 2. Oh, also the auto formatter got rid of my things. That's weird. Why would you do that? Any luck while I start building the wooden mechanical clock I bought today. Ooh. That sounds pretty fun. I should do more, like, hardware stuff. I think it would be good to get my hands on something. I've wanted to do more, like, Raspberry Pi stuff. I should probably do that at some point. But enjoy! Sounds like, will turn out pretty cool. Wooden mechanical stuff is always super interesting to me. It's the X we need to change. So the X, let's try doing, instead of times 2, wait, so if I change times 3, that's just the offset, right? Yeah, so that's the full offset. So what if I do this, but instead of 2, I do this, and then, or this. Okay, that was probably too much. 2.5. There you go. That is what we wanted. Can't believe that actually worked. Wait, if I make this 200, that just spreads them out more. And it's still even. That's good. I can't believe the even thing actually worked. It's funny. It's a Plinko board. It worked. Make them fatter. What if we just make them like really obscure, big? And then it's just not going to go anywhere. Why 2.5 though? So I was doing times 2 to move it back across, to offset it back to the center. If I did 3, it would move it by this whole distance. So if I actually make this 3 again, you'll see that it ends up like this instead of like this. So it's just 2.5 is in the middle of that. Just half of the size. Depending on the row. So if I actually just made all of this 2, that's not gonna. And 3. Oh, too much. They all get offset. So I just need to just hook that up to the mod of the row, and then it knows it's every other row that needs to be shifted over by half of the size of the collider. I'll just be 1 extra. Oh yikes, that's a bit too chaotic. I guess I can just leave it at 50. 50 is a good amount, I think. It's kind of a good value. You can definitely see some lag there, but that's like 50 of those circles coming down, those balls coming down at once, so that's kind of understandable. Sweet. So if I made this like, wait, so if I make this 1, oh yikes, that's definitely getting some lag there. Oh, that's probably just because of the hot refreshing, keeping everything in memory. It's probably a bad idea. I mean that 2. It's kind of, it's not building up around the center though. That's the but I don't think that's too much of a big deal. If I make this 10. Oh, actually that is kind of a bad idea. So this actually needs to be offset as well then, huh? Let me make these a smaller size. Let's say 10. And then we'll make the distance 20. Or 50. 20. And then, so if I do times 3, that pushes it all down. Okay. Oh, that's actually not what I wanted. I press Control D by accident, I think. Wait. I need to work out what value sets this back to being at the center. That's the center. If I take away this, just make the center Y, and that's not the center. So do I need this offset? I don't. Maybe I don't. It looks like I need maybe plus this, but divide 2. No. That's too much. This isn't too much of a big deal, I don't think. If these are just a sensible amount, I think it will be okay. Oh, that is the center, okay. So this is the center still. And then if I make this 2. Okay, these go on the same amount. So this does need to have the value. So 2, if this was 2, this would be 0, minus 2, and minus 1. I don't think that's right. My head. I can kind of see it in my head. But at the same time, I don't think it's worth trying to figure it out when it's kind of working already. Maybe I should just move on. Yeah, we should just leave this at 2. And then just set this to be a sensible amount. I'm kind of curious though. So if I change the value of 4 to be 5, then we should get 5 on every other row. But we don't get it centered still. It's kind of sad. What if we did... Wait, so if we have 3 and 4, we do 3 minus 1, maybe 4 minus 1.5. Maybe if we do R1 minus 1, Yeah. -1. Or R2 -2 or -1.5. Is this the same amount? Oh, it doesn't give this. Those would technically have to be aligned. I guess it would depend on if it was odd or even, right? You know what? Maybe we shouldn't let a person set what that value should be. Maybe it should always just be one value. Row length. Row length or row length plus 1. And then this should just be 2 or 2.5. Oh. And then this would either be, if we set this to be 4, we set this to be 8. Okay, now it's drifting again. If we made this 7 and 7.5. Oh, you know what? This is just getting out of hand now. I'm just going to set it back to what it was before because it was working. I can focus making it configurable at another point in time. This works. This is fine. I need another mix. Let's see. Let's make this 50 and then let's make this 100 again. Oh, too much. 150? Yeah, that's sensible looking. Ooh. Now, I guess, what if we take off the wireframes? Ah, they are given random colors. That's kind of neat looking. Actually set the colliders to have colors. No. Where's the color? Bodies, circles, is static. And fill style. Can we just make them brown or something? I don't know. Like, I'm thinking like wooden pegs or something. What can we make them like purple or something? Like this kind of color. And then we make the background this kind of color. That's kind of neat looking. Maybe we don't even need the ground. Maybe we can just fall off into the world. That could also work. I'm gonna get rid of this. And then let's make a collection box at the bottom. I don't actually. I think this is probably a bit too hard. Like everything's going off the sides. Oh, what the heck? That ball is like perfectly balanced. Oh no, it's not. I jinxed it. None of them are going to end up in the center, or it's going to be really difficult to get to the center. They are all just going off to the side. Like if we had a box here, I think it would be probably really impossible. Or yeah, because they're like going off. Once you hit the thing, it's never going to go into the center. What if I want to tweak it so that at least there's a chance? What if we have different sized balls as well? Okay, maybe 5 as a baseline is probably a bit too bad. Try 20. Oh, then they get stuck. Oh, actually, no, they don't get stuck. Or maybe they do get stuck. Oh, there's a chance for the big one to get into the center. Oh wow, it fell really weirdly. That's odd. I think there's some weird physics thing going on there. Maybe we can drive them apart slightly. Oh no, that's increase the size. Let's try 70. Okay, yeah, I think the big size is probably not what. Oh, because I made it super big. Okay. Oh, that blue one could have ended up in the center. Okay, but here's the thing. Oh, hang on. We're adding these circles in on load. I wonder, we need to be able to add these on in a command or via function. So I'm just going to test if we have a set timeout for 5 or 3 seconds, and then we do composite add. Can I do circles again? Whoa, what just happened? What's the playlist for the music? This is the Grand Sound. I'll link you the actual. This is what's playing currently. I used to listen to this channel like all the time, especially during uni. They have some really good, like just focus music mixes. They come out with them every. They have like a dozen so mixes every year. They definitely helped save my dissertation. Yes, we need to be able to add these circles in. That's weird. Why is it doing that? How do we add in the performance on this is really, I suppose this is just because hang on. Gravity. Whoa. Like slowing down time. That's so cool. I have a few mixes I've made, but it's always good to cycle through new ones. Yeah, definitely. Keeping things fresh. That is so cool. It's like the Matrix. You have superpowers. Freeze time. I mean, it breaks the illusion when they all drop back down because you can tell it's gravity, but it's so cool the way that they slow down. What have you concocted? We made this Plinko thingy, majiggy. Ta-da! Ignore that. That's not meant to happen. I'm trying to work out how to add in circles through a function. Like, if someone sends a chat message, for example, maybe it could be your profile picture that drops down or something. I don't know. But we need to be able to throw in circles in a function. We made this function called create colliders, and it basically does a bunch of stuff. That's the best way I can put it. Where is it? So here we go. We have number of rows. So I could make this 7, for example. And now we'll make it 7 rows, or it's gone a bit high up, but ignore that. I think 5 is a good amount. How about a 1% or less than 1% chance of spawning as a triangle? Ooh. I wonder how triangles would even, like, collide. I guess they can. Let's find out. Instead of circles, we'll spawn triangle. I guess it would count as a polygon. The X would be world center X. The Y would be, well, 0. And then sides, 3 sides. And we'll say the size is, what was the size of the thing? Oh, it's just random. I guess we can do random again. That you need? I think so. All right. Oh, not too bad. They fall and like attach to the surface pretty, like they don't just slide off. That's kind of funny. It's like got a little hat. It's dropping painfully slowly. Like past the party hat. It's funny. I think it's because the sides are like, it's causing friction. What if we do 100 triangles? Oh, that's pretty neat looking. Oh, they all have hats now. That's cute. Definitely a good chunk of them ending up going through the center. I want to add a like little collection thing here where you get points if you make it. I think trying to balance getting some of them to land in the center some of the time is kind of difficult, but I think we've found a good size to gap ratio that works. I like the colors that they provided. They work well with this background. Oh, it would be a bit quicker than that, yeah. Some of them like to take their time. Okay. This works. I like that we have triangles though. I'll keep that in case we want to use it. Yeah, there's like a small amount that's going through the center, that's good. What we should do, or what I need to do still is work out how to add things in dynamically. Let's see. Composite, maybe? The composite add is what we're using to create the world, but how do we... How do we add in... No, remove function, rotate, scales all children. Translates all children by a given vector without imparting any velocity. Actually, that sounds like it could be used to, if we did resize the thing responsively, it could be used to move them as well. Would be interesting. Matter.js add body after render. Well, the lighting's getting pretty... Oh, I guess I can keep that on, actually. How to keep adding bodies to canvas. World add. Engine world ball. World add. What is world? Where is they created world? Engine world add, maybe? Oh no. What was it? Name that ball is an instance created from bodies. You should make an instance for every ball you want to add to the world. This looks like it's what we want. But it doesn't seem to work when I do this in the set timeout. Is the set timeout just causing that speed up to happen regardless? No, it isn't. Okay. So what if I do engine world? There's no functions on the world. I do engine add, no. Runner, no. Or no, I can't. Maybe it's a function on the main body. No, I don't think it's to do with runner or render, because those are responsible for rendering and running the animation request animation frame and the rendering of the canvas. So I think it's to do with either engine or composite. But I can't. But when we tried to do composite add, it didn't like us doing that. Generic add function. Original composite with the objects added. Oh, what if we do const comp? That returns the composite. Then what if we add to this composite? Oh, there's no functions on it. To add or remove bodies, you should use composite add or composite remove methods rather than directly mod. Oh, so we do need to do composite add, but it doesn't. For some reason, it speeds up the speeds up the animation request frame thingy. That's weird. What if I do this after the fact? Same deal. Are we getting any errors? No. That's kind of an annoying thing. Wait, what if we just don't add the circles yet? We add the circles later. Oh, so it does work. That happened after 3 seconds, but what if something's already running? I don't know. Hi Muffin, what is up? Thank you so much for the raid. Straight out of the oven, it's a muffin raid. You're too kind. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like squashed up in the corner right now, looking at the chat really shiftily. I was moving around a bit. I kind of broke. I don't know what happened to me. I hope Guilty Gear Strive. I don't know what that game is. It was fun. Sounds pretty intense. Let's see if I can get myself moving again. Wait. Hello? Move? Let me try and reset myself. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think it picked up on my face. Oh, there we go. Oh no, my face, my eyes. Why are they so? Oh, okay. I think the lighting is probably gone a bit too low now for it to pick up on my face. I look like I've been doing the old. I don't know what my eyes are doing now. I apologize. It's a fighting game? Oh, nice. Started Guilty Gear last weekend. Your brain couldn't handle it anymore. I've never been particularly good at fighting games. Mash and Prey has always been my go-to. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna be... I'm stuck. It's because my camera is like... I'm just using my phone for this. I'm gonna be getting a cam soon, I hope. But my phone is like at a really weird angle, and it keeps thinking my nostrils and my mouth is a face, and it's actually really disturbing to see. Okay, that's kind of decent. Green Bean Guardian, what is up? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. This is kind of stable, but I'm also hunched over at a really odd angle. I know, sir. No, it's a nightmare. It's like there's this outline of a face that's using my nose and my mouth, and I hate it. Okay, this is kind of stable looking. Sto, what is up? What's good? I'm doing well. We are trying to make this. We made this like Plinko thingy. Ta-da! It's kind of neat looking. I still need to work out how to add. Actually, we just figured that out. That's a lie. Kind of. I don't know. Getting the ball thingies to add on a function. I just did that, so maybe we figured that out. I don't know. It's also hella delayed. Yeah, it's gonna be super delayed because I'm using DroidCam and I can only connect it by Wi-Fi at the moment. So the audio is coming through on my microphone, but the video is actually delayed by the Wi-Fi latency or whatever. But it'll be better when I get a camera at some point. My eyes are just going all over the place. Scuffed. But what can you do? Yes. I'm actually going to be calling it soon because I need to go get food. I will try and end on time today to do that. But I'm going to test this runs properly. So if I save, add more, oh, maybe it doesn't work because these are the same circles. I didn't consider that. What if I make circles 2? And I just add circles 2 later. So if I actually make this circle, I make this circles 2 after 3 seconds, maybe that works. Maybe the reason why it didn't work before was because they were the same circle. Ah, there you go. Nice. I was just adding the same elements to the stage, and that's why it was speeding up the animation. That makes sense.
Move.
I need a separate instance of circles, so I could actually make these triangles. Hermes, what is up? Thank you so much for the moo. Hey, we have triangles. We have triangles and circles. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Oh. Okay, that's fine. We're all good. We figured it out. Which means we can tie these up to use profile pictures and stuff. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. We still need to add a little collection box here to earn points. But I think yes, we'll add the chat interaction tomorrow. So what I'm planning is we're gonna have like a little arrow thingy. Or maybe it doesn't need to be an arrow. Maybe it could just be literally your profile picture here as a little circle. And then you can move it left and right from the chat. And then when you want to drop it, you drop it. And then hopefully you win points or whatever. And that will be neat. And then maybe eventually we can hook this up to actually be just a chat game that you can just add as a browser source or something. I don't know how that will work yet. This is literally day 1. I think that'll be fun. Valora, what is up? Hello. Not much, doing well. I am doing good, thank you. It's been a pretty busy week, so it's kind of been nice to chill out and work on some random stuff. We kind of worked on this Plinko board type thingy today. been pretty successful, I think. Yeah. Hello, I hope you're doing well as well. And nice and warm today. I think it would also be fun if we made these like moving. That could be also pretty fun. Maybe we could make them like, what do you call them? Be like like an obstacle course or something. I don't know. We're gonna work on the chat interaction tomorrow. I think that'll be a good challenge. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get food, I think. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It was a good productive stream today. We didn't actually write too much code, but I think what we did do was good, for lack of a better word. Have some fish and chips. I didn't think I have fish and chips today, but I will try and manifest fish and chips tomorrow. How about that? Is this going to be a Plinko game? Yes. So I think it'll be fun to make this as like a chat game that people can add to their stream. And then all you need to do is just like enter your username or something, and then it will be a link to your stream. And then you can have people, I don't know if there's going to be any point to it, because obviously I can't hook into like give points or anything. But I think it'll just be a fun thing that you can add on like on your starting screen or on a be right back screen, and people can try and play to get as many of their profile pictures into the like collection box as possible. I think that could be fun. I think it'd be fun to run for a giveaway too. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like the first one to get their profile picture, like their little avatar into the box or something. That could be pretty fun. And then I think how it's going to work is you add yourself to the board, and then you have like a little profile picture up here, and then you can move it left and right, and then anyone. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. So it's not just one person at a time. Anyone can add themselves to the board, and yes, you'll have a bunch of profile pictures moving left and right, depending on what people are doing in the chat. And then you can just drop, and then you can drop after the other one's fallen. So I think that will be a good thing to do. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I think we'll do that tomorrow. Rectify, hello. Badge, I wish I was able to see most of this. Well, don't worry, we'll be working on it tomorrow. I'm sure we'll be tweaking all this as well. We came up with a way to like control the distance between the thing. Maybe we'll make those separate variables. I don't know. We'll see. You can make them squash together. Probably no point to doing that, but you can control the size as well. That's probably a bit too thin, but I think this is a good balance. 170 and 50 and 150 distance Y would be a good amount. It's probably also a good amount too. I don't know. We'll tweak it. If I want to afternoon, I can speak. Enjoy your meal, I will. Thank you. And Hermes, also hope you have a good one as well. Gravity on stream. Ooh, that's a... I mean, could be our work in progress title. Who knows? We'll put it to a vote tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. The avatar, how's that going? I think I'm probably scrunched up in the corner again. Oh no, I'm just looking at chat really shiftily. With good reason. That being sus. Okay, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. And have a good rest of your Saturday evening. Peace.